like a boomerang. Landed on stage and you backpack filled with a new disease. Tell 'em my doubts, I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, 'cause don't stop. Hey ladies.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Reed wrestling ahead, and a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
There's no rest to my shut it down. Whenever I get your money up, believe when I got my money down. I'm betting the odds on all the bush. I do it for all of my people now. Who they done everything that I love.
Up, 180. What's up?
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Point it right.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
What's up?
Now Mayfield. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they've got it run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hurry! 180! What's up?
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Regular. Get wide.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield. bring this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Second and 10.
180. Stop.
Here's Davis running right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long.
Stop.
Here's Mayfield. That's complete. He's got Barkley out the backfield. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Folk's kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. He's up past the 20 to 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, here's Nix. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Well, this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here now a third down and 8. Now it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
To throw, here's Nix. Going right back to Fant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Duvernay in motion. They'll go play action with Nix. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bo Nix, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They're on 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hurry! 180!
Now a toss right to Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. The Chiefs at 9-1 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Second
line.
quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Kings!
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Well, that's a hard-earned yard there as he takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hurry!
A handoff, Barkley running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Regular. Hey, we're 33. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
Up. Point it right. Run. What's up?
To throw, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Good. Alert. 180. What's that?
Mayfield down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hurry. 180. Kings. What's up?
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Good. 180. What's up?
They'll go to Barkley again. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Good. Stop.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Folks' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. is at the line and set to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun is Nix. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw is Nix.
Flushed out right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix.
Flush to his right.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's brought down.
The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back to the air with Nix. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff to Bigsby. Spins by. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Another run by Bigsby.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. In motion right is Addison. Nix to the air.
Throwing right, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Throwing Nix. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Run. 180! What's up?
Now Mayfield. Shakir hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Bigsby once more. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Nix from the shotgun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here's Nix once more.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Bigsby.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down and 6 now.
In motion goes the tight end.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jordan Addison.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And taken right on the 30. Able to fight through one tackle. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Taken down at the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Up the middle with Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 29 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range, but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Try to find Jordan Addison that time. And it's 3rd down and 2.
Good coverage by Carlton Davis.
Now it's Nix. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, kind of like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. David Njoku, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken a 4th-quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to run it with Barkley.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
18. Colts 17.
Really, I should probably stop a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chill. I need on my little
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
On the return, Devin Duvernay.
Fights off the tackle at the 20.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Bigsby.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Looking to put a drive together. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
180.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Shamar Stewart just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. Shamar Stewart drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. To throw, here's Nix. That's taken in by Duvernay. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Quickly to Addison here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Nix. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Nix to throw again. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight one-point game.
That 18-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. We'll get this to about the 38. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
180!
Mayfield to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this to Fenn. They'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And
We talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
It looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't it? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Kansas City, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.